Hello and welcome to Payentry's Affordable Care Act presentation. In this presentation we will cover the Employee ACA Status Bulk Update utility. Please make sure that you confirm any information regarding the Affordable Care Act and how it affects your organization with either your legal advisor or an ACA expert. If you have not done so already, you should review the Populating ACA Employee Status video. That video reviews the different ACA statuses. Just as a quick review, the ACA mandate is based on the number of full-time or full-time equivalent employees. Determining the status is one of the first steps you must do to begin your ACA process. In the first video, we covered the New Employee Wizard and the Employee ACA tab. In this video, we will concentrate on the Employee ACA Status Bulk Update utility. This utility allows you to change the status of multiple employees at one time. To access this utility, from Payentry's main menu, select Company Setup. From the Company Setup screen, select the EE ACA Status Bulk Update tab. Let's review all of the fields in this tab. The first field is Effective Date. Effective date is going to be the start date for the ACA status for the employees. Since we are dealing with 2014, I'm going to enter the start date as January 1st of 2014. Please note that if you have any employees that were hired later in the year, it will automatically use their hire date instead of this January 1st date. The next few fields are used for filtering. In this list, you will see all employees except any terminated employees because the default status goes to all non-terminated employees. But none of them currently have any start or end dates or a status. So the goal is to try to find the common denominators between the employees so that you can mass populate their status. If they had statuses currently, we could pull whatever status that they had. Say, for example, if there were any full-time ones. If I select this now, however, since I have no statuses entered, no employees will be seen in the screen. So I am going to leave it at all employees for now. These next two are just additional filters. You can filter on the auto pay option, and the value is whether they're auto pay hours, auto pay salary, or not set, or just all of the employees. You can filter on employee status, and the status are all or all non-terminated, all active, all leave, all terminated. These first few are defaulted into the utility, followed by the statuses that have been customized for your company. You can use either one to find the employees you'd like. I'm going to put it on all. The next one is employment type. Employment type has to do with whether or not they're full-time or part-time. These will be the employment types that you have in your system. If you have entered the employment type, you can sort by these. Some companies have these entered, some do not. We do recommend that you make it a practice to start filling in the employment type. And the last one is the organizational level. This particular company only has one organization level, which is Department, CC1. If you have multiple organization levels, say you have a division and a department, those will be options here. And then you could select which department, for example, that you want to see. If I pick 100, only the employees in Department 100 will show. At the bottom is the new status that you're going to give them. So if we do the drop down on the new ACA status, you will see the valid ACA statuses. You can exclude them from ACA, record them as full-time, part-time, or unknown. And then the last two are whether or not they are variable hour employees or seasonal employees, or both. The default is no or a blank, but you can select yes, or you can actually show the word no. For this filtering, I have selected all of the employees that are in my management department. Since I know all of my management employees are full-time, I'm going to go ahead and set their new ACA status as full-time. To select the employees, you can check them individually, or you can check this box at the top and it will automatically check all of them. If it checks all of them, but there is one exception, for example, if Diane Sawyer is not full-time, I can exclude her from this bulk update. I'm going to go ahead and click her back in, and when I save changes, it will update all of these employees with this status of full-time, with the start date of 1/1/2014, unless somebody here was hired in 2014, then their start date would be their hire date. I'm going to click Save, and now it will give me a message. 7 records have been updated. Click OK, and now you see they now have the ACA status of full-time and the start date. No one was hired in 2014, so all of their start dates are 1/1. They are not variable hour or seasonal employees. At this point, you want to find other common denominators and enter the statuses for all the employees that are left with no status. In the next video, we will cover the EEACA status audit, which will let you audit this information to ensure that all employees are listed and coded with an ACA status. This concludes our Payentry Affordable Care Act presentation on the Employee ACA Status Bulk Update utility.